Okay. All right, so let me be back so that we don't miss out. Okay, so I'm recording on. So we have this person, Ayobamidele Abiola, who said that I would like you to consider notarization of documents. Ambassador Naji Jr., I want you to show us the steps involved on how to write a strong motivational letter and a good personal statement when making an application. I would like from Taiwo Olatuja, I would like you to consider scholarship openings for undergraduate, necessary requirements, and also opportunities in Germany for people who have an A1 certificate Dutch language. Number 6 from Essie says, please, I would love you to emphasize a lot on Europe MSc scholarships and how to get it. Okay. Then we also have number 7 from I am Korede. I would like you to enlighten me on how to apply for Italy or UK or Europe scholarship in management courses, actuarial science or insurance to be specific, and how to draft Europass CV, okay? With somebody with an HND. Then number 8 says, I want you to highlight scholarships on European countries. So that's another person there. Then what is the best course to study in Europe and what is hot cake for an art student? Okay, awesome. Very nice questions, and I will take them one by one. Let me jump to a page I've opened so that we can address things quickly. All right, so for the very first question that's talking about scholarships coming up, media. Now, there are several scholarships which are open at the moment. I will say that the deadlines are open, right? But let us start with personal statements. Let us start with personal statements. Personal statement or motivation letter. I want us to know one thing about personal statement. Just like the name states, personal, something that is personal to you. Now, depending on what you are applying for, there are some things that must be in that personal statement. Now, let me take it step by step so that we understand. If you want to do possibly a master's program, you want to do a PhD, there are different things that will be involved in there. If you are doing a master's program, the first thing that is synonymous to both master's and PhD personal statement is that it's trying to see how you are the best fit or the best candidate that is suited for that admission. So for example, the admission officer wants to see how you can show that you are the best candidate to be given admission. One, if you are being considered for scholarship, why should we consider you for this scholarship? So you want to answer some questions about what you are going to study in that institution, why you want to study it, and how you also want to try to make a connection between how your skills, your experience, the things that you have done, the things that speak for you, how it resonates with what they are looking for, and how it will benefit them and also benefit you. So you must find a way to, as it were, strike a balance between your own desire, their own expectations, based on your personal experience. So for example, let us look at somebody who wants to apply for a master's program. Let me open something here. Let me open something here. Okay. No. Let me open one link here for us to see something here. Okay, so let's look at Alberta. I want us to see something, all right? Normally, you go to any university, any one of them, just come to admissions, right? Now, I want us to look at something quickly in this place. We'll see that there is, under the undergraduate, there is programs, there is admission requirements, there is tuition and scholarships, and there are deadlines. Undergraduate, there is programs, tuition and course, deadlines apply now, right? Now, let's say, for example, you want to come to this place and see this one, tuition and scholarships, right? Let's just see for test case. You go to that place and it opens up and you have this. It tells you that the University of Alberta offers competitive tuition and cost of living when compared to other blah, blah, blah. Now, what I want you to focus on is this place. Provide millions of dollars in awards and scholarship to international students every year. Remember, I've dropped on the Telegram channel that Nigeria has been added to the countries that are exempted from providing IELTS in this particular university that I'm showing you here, University of Alberta. So if you go to the scholarships and awards, right, this one is for international students. So if you come here, see general international undergraduate scholarships, right? Now, what do we need to see? It says here that admission-based scholarships, no application required. When they say admission-based scholarships, it means that if you meet the criteria for admission into the university, you'll be automatically considered for the scholarship. That is what admission-based scholarship means. And there are so many other things like that that will help you to know. So if it is like this, the best thing you can do is to go to the programs and check what is the criteria for being a student here. So you go back to the programs, right? And let me just quickly allow this thing to open. What's wrong with my internet? Open. Okay, so let's look at the programs here. So let's say, for example, there are so many programs that are there. I can just do, which one should I pick now? Maybe I should pick computer science. Okay, if you pick computer science here, and it says, so under computer science, we have the requirements. So it says that for somebody who is an international student, you need one of the following: English, one of the following subjects, this, one of the following maths, and two of this. That is for the required subjects. So for somebody who is from Nigeria, that means you're talking of English in WAEC, maths in WAEC, and physics, chemistry, and biology. That's in WAEC. And look at this thing here. Fall admission means that if somebody is to be admitted in September, that means the person must submit admission application by March 1. So for people who are finishing their WAEC now, although those who have done their WAEC, whose results will be out around July or thereabout, then they should target March 1 as deadline for March 1 of 2023 to be able to resume in September 2023, because these things take time. By the time you apply, you get admission, you have to apply for visa. They can take 2 months before they respond to you. So you have to give yourself enough time so that you'll be able to meet that thing there. So, and that is for that one. And you can commence the application here. So let me now go to one of these specific questions here. So let me quickly round up on that personal statement stuff. So let me give you a sample, because that is what we're saying is believing. Let me show you some of the, let me give you one of these things here. Sample. So now this sample here was a motivation letter that was sent to University of Rotterdam. That's in Holland. That was one of the applications I did to Holland when I was trying to do master's program, looking for scholarship. Now, it starts with a little background of why my background here, right? Then you now build it into the program itself. This program is talking about Diploma in Child, Youth and Development. That was a special program in Holland that time under NUFIC that was sponsored. And that is something. And I now went into my background, into what I have done so far and how it connects with what you are doing. Then what I've done in possibly in my early days in secondary school, NYSC and stuff like that, before we now round up. That is how that one works there. So what you are trying to do is to catch the attention of your examiner or the person who is going to review the application in the first paragraph by selling to them that this is, for example, let's say Rotimi Ajiwo wants to write an application now, and it says that, and he wants to apply for scholarship to study maybe in Canada, and he wants to study maybe a master's in biomedical engineering. And during his undergraduate program, possibly he did a project on how one can do some mutation with DNA to improve the health of somebody who has sickle cell. And he was able to make impact. Maybe he did a conference, or he was able to do a project that really got the attention of maybe the community or the environment he was living in. And so he can now say that I'm interested in doing biomedical engineering at university because I want to build on what I've started. And what are you trying to do? You're trying to show that you have the competence and you have the capacity to do what they are doing in that biomedical engineering, because in your recent years, there are some things, there are some footprints that you have already put in place that speaks to that biomedical engineering. Somebody who wants to do possibly software engineering masters or computer science masters, or even arts masters, right? Possibly you have written some literature, or you have been able to create a playlet, and you have done something that is remarkable. Those are the things that you will now sell, selling yourself, teaching yourself that, look, this person is not a kind of a useless person, or somebody who is not well-grounded or who is not intelligent, but this is somebody who has experience in what you are talking about. And this is how you pitch. Let me show you another one that is here. This one is for an application. I reviewed this for someone, right? And this was for somebody who wants to apply for Ph.D, right? The name is not there, there's nothing there. So it's just for example's sake. Now, the person is trying to do a Ph.D in, I think, University of Cardiff or something like that. So it starts from the background of in business and development to his background in the family. She has been running business for them in the family, and how she'll be able to bring that capacity to this business-minded Ph.D. And the reason why she has chosen that university because the university has footprints or has specialty in things that he has done before. So there is that synergy there. So there is no, what I would just say here is that for everyone that wants to do personal statement and all these things, there is no one size fits all. There is no one size fits all in this thing. It's all about you understanding few things. Number one, what are your skills? Number two, what have you done? Number three, why do you want to study that course? Does it tie to something that is not like a make-believe or something that is sustainable in the nearest future? So in order to help us understand this thing better, I was able to stumble on this particular website by Ulearn. Ulearn is a very good platform in Nigeria, right? If you look at this particular website, I will, of course, this thing is recorded so you can have access to it later. So if you want to be guided on how to develop your personal statement, this particular link helps you to create something. It gives you, you know what they call pointers or light bulbs that gives you nudges on what you think about. So for example, look at this. A good personal statement supports your application to study at the university. It's an opportunity for you to express why you like to study a particular course and what skills and experience you possess that show your inclination towards the subject, selected subject area. So it will start by picking which area of or do you want to study? Is it in art, in business, in computer science, data analytics, design, educational practice? You know, you can pick anyone. So let's say, for example, who wants to let us do a dry run in this place so that you understand how this thing works? Fastest finger in the chat box, and I will mute you. Who wants to do the dry run with us? So I will know that this is the person that I'm picking. I want to see the fastest finger in the chat box. Who is ready to run this thing? So that we do it practical. I like to do things practical. I don't want to assume that you have gotten everything. Anyone? Okay. Ifeanyi Chukwu Inaji. All right, I'm going to unmute you shortly. Ifeanyi Chukwu Inaji. Let me unmute you now. Okay, so you can unmute.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. So what area are you? So that we just quickly go to that one.
Finance and accounting.
Finance and accounting. Okay, good. So we click on continue. So what are you interested in the finance accounting course? Why are you interested?
I'm interested in finance and accounting because finance is the hallmark of every business, and it's very important. When you learn how to manage your finances, it will help you not to
I'm listening.
Okay, it will help you not to run in loss and know how to manage money.
Okay. Now, I don't want to say anything yet. Let me just. Okay, so let's just say, let me just quickly drop this thing. If you want to answer a question like this, right, what you say is you will check that course in that university, right?
Okay.
And you go and check, there is usually a place that they will say career prospects. Are you following? So you go and say, career prospect of a financial accounting professional. When you go and read that, that will be what you are going to be answering here. Are you getting the hack now? I'm trying to give us a hack here. Are you following me? So yes, when they ask you, why are you interested in a particular course? Make sure you do your research. You can just go to Google and type, possibly if you want to do something in business management, or you want to do something in computer science, right? You now go and type future prospect of a computer scientist, or career prospect of a computer scientist, career prospect of a financial accounting professional. The answers you get in that place will help you to answer why are you interested? Because you want to have that. Are you getting the gist now?
Yes.
Because after you get that degree, the prospect is that's where you're heading to. So you will have to tie it to that. I just wanted to quickly chip that in so that we know how to respond to that. So the next one, he said that, why do you think you are suitable for the financial accounting course? So how do you answer this? Google is always your friend, but I want to help us. How do you answer this? Whatever course you want to do, why do you think you are suitable? You should ask yourself, you are suitable because of people that do this course, right? This is what qualifies them to do the course. So this question is just asking you, what qualifies you to do this course? Why do you think you are suitable? That is on academic lane. On other experience, I am suitable because I have done this, and I think if I do this course, your university and your faculties like lecturers and staff, they are skilled in this area. And this is one area that I want to build core competence in, because when I build that core competence, I will be relevant in this future that I see. Do you get the gist? I believe everyone is getting that thing now. In this place, say that what are your academic strengths? What are my academic strengths? You go and check, like for example, you know the page I showed us earlier, where we talk about somebody who wants to do computer science in Alberta, right? They said that English, maths, physics, chemistry, and possibly biology. What are your academic strengths? You will say that, for example, if it is an undergraduate application, you will say, I have A's in this thing. And I have always had A's because this is my regime. This is how I do this thing. My strength is in physics because I enjoy physics and I enjoy doing this. And it is evidence in what I got in my WAEC result. Or somebody who has done first degree and he wants to show, why am I qualified? Because I have a 2-1 or I have a this. And those who are top in this course, they usually have this thing. Do you understand? That is how you relate it. In this place, it said at least any job position or roles you have taken in line with your applied course. So this one is trying to ask you, what is your experience? That is why I always tell anybody, experience must start from secondary school. Right? It is in Africa that people will be waiting until they finish first degree before they start building experience. Experience must start from secondary school, internship, and all those things. Right? So those are the things. Any other achievement which you are proud of? Of course, I'm a volunteer. When I volunteered this one, I was able to do this. I volunteered at a finance company and I was able to get a commendation after my three months internship because I was able to help them to put their books right. When they see that, they will see that somebody is not only an academic professional, but is also already volunteering. And that's how do you think this course will help you in your aspirations? It's trying to say that, can you see the big picture? Can you see the big picture? So by the time you do that and fill all these things, it will put your name and put your email, and it will send it to you. This is just guide. But I said that let me use this one to help us to understand how this thing is done. I hope that is clear.
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you very much for volunteering. Okay, so let me mute you back. Just a moment, please. So let me go to, so I'm done with that on the personal segment, motivation, and everything like that. That's how it usually comes. So let's go to some things here, some specifics. Scholarship opening, scholarship essay, specification, relationship. Now, for conditional offers and unconditional offer, conditional means that there is a condition attached to this offer that we are giving you. What is the condition? They will state it there. You must pay so, or you must provide these documents, or you must do this. That means there is a condition. Until you fulfill that condition, we will not give you full offer. That's what conditional offer means. Unconditional offer means you have fulfilled all requirements. You are admitted. That is unconditional. That's the difference between the two of them. Okay, so let's now, I want to go back to, I want to talk on the scholarships later. I don't want to quickly go through the other ones. I'll be going back to the scholarships later. So he said that Ayobami Daily Abiola says that I would like you to consider notarization of documents. Very good. I remember there was a time I applied to one university in Denmark. Is it Denmark? Yes, Denmark that time. And one of the things that they said that was my documents must be certified true copy. Now, the difference between certified true copy and notarized document is that there are some people, there are some lawyers, they have what they are called notary public. Notary public. Not everybody has that. I will call it maybe, is it certification or rights? You get it. There is a way they do it in law. So they call them notary public. So notary public, I remember many years ago, maybe when I was still in undergraduate, I needed to notarize my documents. So you have to find them. They are in different parts of the world, different parts of the country. Irrespective of where you are, there is always notary public. So notary public. Okay, I'll answer you, Josh. So notary public you will take the original, a copy of the original, and the notary public will sign on it and put a kind of seal that shows, that recognize the person as a notary. And so the notarized document is the one that a notary public has endorsed. That's the difference. That's for notarized document. For certified true copy is you make copies of the original and you take it to the court, right? At the court, they will now check the original and vet that, yes, this is original. And they will sign it. Usually they sign with red pen. The court will sign with red pen. So all my certificates have all been certified. So although I don't need them for anything at the moment, because I mean, if you got to level of having a Ph.D, you are not notarizing anything except maybe you want to go for an appointment. So that you do that one at the court. Attestation is almost similar to certified true copy. Attest means that I am attesting to the fact that this document that this young person brought to me is original. So people that can do that thing are like, they are people that are important in the society. For example, as a lecturer in the United Kingdom, I can attest a document as original. A minister of religion can attest a document as original. A minister in government can attest a document that is original. A medical doctor can attest. So attestation is done by professionals who are recognized. So, and you will put your name, your number, your official email, they put it there. So when they see that, because they are professions that is of, so to say, elite profession, that not just anybody can have that title of maybe a lecturer or a medical doctor or a pastor or an imam or a sheikh, whatever, that is within a recognized organization. So that person will now attest. So those are the difference between notarized, attested document, and certified true copy. I think that is taken in that place. I want to go to Naji's question, which says that I want you to show us the steps involved in how to write strong motivation. So I've already dealt with that. So you consider scholarship openings for undergraduate. Okay, we'll look at that one shortly. Europe scholarship, okay. Scholarships in management, okay. Scholarship European countries. Okay, so I think the rest are scholarships. So let me jump back to that place now. Okay, so I have some things open so that we will not waste too much time. Okay, so this is already noted for us. Let me just drop this here for everyone in the chat box. This is a tool that helps with building personal statement. It will give you ideas. So what I would just recommend for all of us is that play around with this thing and using what I've the kind of guide I've given you. Pick these questions, like you can copy these questions out, put it in a notepad, and go and check those things that I say you check in Google, reflect on it, and now see how you're able to put the right responses here. Once you do that, this thing will create that statement for you. All right, so that's sorted there. Okay, so let's quickly jump in here. Okay, let me bring this down a bit. Okay, good. So let me start from this university here. This university is in Estonia, and they have a scholarship, right, for master students. The deadline is 31st of December for the applications, and is for foreign students. So that means you are qualified. And there are 18 in Estonia, okay? And this particular funding, what do they need from you? You must be an international student. You must submit if you are doing the master's in this place is 2 years. So your application must come in by this date, September 10. That's about, let's say, 2.5 months away. So you need to think of how to, so this particular one is the University of Estonia, and it's a nice scholarship which you can explore. And it's for international master's programs at University of Tallinn University in Estonia is for international master's program, and the master's program are taught in English. So what are the programs that they have? They have anthropology, they have communication management, they have digital learning games. Maybe if you're a programming line, they have documentary film, they have educational innovation and leadership, they have Estonian studies, they have human rights in digital society, they have human-computer interaction, they have interactive design, international relations, literature, visual culture and film studies, open society technologies, screen media and innovation, social entrepreneurship, well-being and health behavior, And those are the master's program that is available for this scholarship here. Like I always say, if you don't put in, you don't know whether you'll be considered. So that is for masters, okay? I've shown us this one. This one is for masters and PhD, masters and PhD. And this one is huge. The reason why it is huge is this. Look at this place. It gives a monthly stipend of 861 euro for those who are going for masters. For those who are doing PhD, it's 1,200 euro. It also pays for health, accident, and personal liability insurance cover. This is in Germany. It also gives travel allowance, right? Unless these expenses are covered by the home country, but that is also covered. Then, under certain circumstances, scholarship holders may receive the following additional benefits. Monthly rent subsidy, that means something towards accommodation. Monthly allowance for accompanying family members. So this scholarship takes consideration for family members. So for this particular one, there are two applications. One, to get admitted to the universities, and the universities are all listed in this place. Let me expand this thing a bit. Okay, so we have all these ones here. Now, if you check the, look at this place. If you look at this side here, this side, the deadline, you see this one is in August, this one is in October, this one September, this is December, this is August, this is July, this one has gone, this one is October, September, October, August. So you can see that most of them have long, enough time for you to put in the application. And it's a mixture of, you see it under the degree here, there is master's, PhD, master's, PhD, and it cuts across different areas. Economic sciences, development, cooperation, engineering and related sciences, regional and urban planning, agri and forest sciences, natural sciences, medical science, social science, and media studies. That is that one. So that makes 2 for masters and also PhD in this place. Okay, now, excuse me. This particular one here, this is in Canada. This is in Canada. There are 5,000 undergraduate admission awards in Canada, in University of Toronto, and is for international students. It is available here. This is national scholarship. This one is also for international students, and everything that you need to know is on this page, right? What I will say is get down and start. Get down and start. There are so many things that you can explore here. Like I said, the first thing is, what are the requirements? Okay. Somebody who has, let me see, high school, okay. International, let me look at the international, yeah, international high school. So you'll be able to see requirements for, so we are already exempted from English and international requirement. Let me get to this place. So let's look at for Nigeria. See here, can you see this? Minimum admission requirements if you are from Nigeria. West African Examination Council Senior School Certificate, okay? For admission requirement to Faculty of Applied Science and Engineering, refer to this one. So you can see there that they even capture Nigerian on the list, and if there is anybody who is not Nigerian here, That is just the menu that you are going to search for the country specification, and it will give you all those things there. And these are the things here, right? Everything broken down. It requires you to sit down and get it done, okay? This is for undergraduates. Undergraduate scholarship is available here. Let me go to this place. This one, and that is in Canada, right? This is in Australia, Sydney, Australia. UNSW Sydney scholarships for international students that are commencing in term 3 of 2022. Okay, look at the thing. It says closing date is end of July. End of July. Okay, and what they're giving is $5,000 for somebody who is a school leaver. So this is for undergraduate admission. Okay, it's for undergraduate admission. And excuse me. So you have the breakdown here. You'll be able to see different things that are in this place. All right. So for term 3 is 31st of July. And what are they looking at? Let me remove this one here. Look at this thing here. What are they looking at? Academic merit. So, and that is why anybody who is doing WAEC or has done WAEC will have done him or herself a lot of good if he has gone with for a very good grade. So academic merit, look at this, leadership skills. Leadership skills. How can a secondary student show that he has leadership skills? Of course, it's not everybody that will become school prefect. It's not everybody that will become a class monitor or class captain. But this is where those internship and those things come into play. That, okay, in my community, there was a time that we wanted to raise, for example, I will give you a practical life experience that I had when I was like maybe 13 or 14 years, no, about 14 years old, 14, 15 years old. So we were trying to plan a football tournament that time, teenagers in the estate in Abeokuta that time. And we wanted to raise money. So I told everyone around that, you know what we can do? Let's be going to the house of everybody in the estate, right? And say that if they have anything that they want to do, we are ready to help them to do it. So they have a place to watch, you go and watch it. We have this one too. They will now ask us, what are we doing? And we're trying to raise money for tournament. And you know, when they see that from a young person that you want to do something to earn, they were giving us tips willingly, generously. And we're able to raise money. We bought jerseys, we bought boots, we bought this first aid box. So things like this are what will help anybody here. Look at this, extracurricular activities, sporting, cultural activities, volunteer experience. Can you see that for somebody who is a secondary school graduate? Can you see? This is, you see what they're writing there? It says reasons for undertaking studies in this place. That is why you need to do your research. I hope this is making sense to us today. So this is another undergraduate scholarship in Sydney, Australia. Okay. Now, this one is in Ottawa in Canada, graduate and postgraduate studies. There are scholarships also in this place, right, for international students. So it's huge, right? You first of all pick the programs, right? Then you can now come back to the, let me come back to the funding area, because this one also has funding in this place. So scholarships. So there are different scholarships here, okay? Massive scholarships, right? Which we can explore, okay? Undergraduate, graduate, they're all there, right? And so this is something that we can also explore in this place. Then let me jump to this place. Yeah, this one is in the US, Boston University, Boston in the US, University of Boston. This is called the Trustee Scholarship, Trustee Scholarship. It says that Boston University welcomes approximately 20 outstanding students to the Trustee Scholars Program, right? Those who had 4.0. So what does this mean? This means somebody who is a first class. So if you're a first class or you're in that band, this is something that you want to consider. And it is for full funding, right? Full funding at University of Boston. And it is for international students. You can see everything here. Merit scholarship for transfer, merit scholarship for first-year students. So it's all here, both for undergraduate and masters is available, all right? And let me now jump to somebody who was asking for something in Europe. This is in Sweden. Now the Swedish process is quite tedious, right? But just take it step by step. Okay, you can apply through this place, the universityadmission.se in Sweden. And you can see all these different deadlines here, different deadlines, right? This is for masters, this is for bachelors. If you look at the dates and deadline, okay, so you can check the one for, let's look at this. All right, so deadline for, let me go to spring. Okay, this will be favorable. So for this, for anybody that still want to explore, right? Application round opened this month. Can you see that? So if you, there is an opportunity in Sweden for anyone that wants to do BSc and Masters, and they also have funding, full funding available. So it is good that they just, the application round just opened. So like today is 23. So application round opens 1st of June. The deadline is 15th of August. So technically, for anybody that wants to explore it, you have about 7 weeks to do that. Then application fee is there, supporting documents, and when you have submitted, they will get back by either 28th of October or 6th of October. But by that time, you will have had enough documents to say that you want to go apply for your visa. And the session starts in January. So you can see that these things take time. Imagine resumption is January and we're in June now. So that's about 6 months away. So I want us to look at it from that point of view. So that is, I've shown us undergraduate in Europe, undergraduate in Australia, in Canada, in the US, in Germany, and these are the things there. So we also have in Alberta. Alberta is also very, I think I opened Alberta first. So without much ado, I've done about an hour now. I'm going to open the floor if there are further questions. Let me see whether I've taken all these things here. Okay. Yes. Undergraduate, I'm taking. Europe has been taken. Italy, UK. Now, for this person, I am Korede. Enlighten me on how to apply to Italy, UK, or Europe scholarship for management courses. Now, I am pro finding funding for people. The reason is because I know that it's not easy to raise the kind of money that these countries need. I mean, these institutions need in these countries, right? So if you want to come to UK, UK is not cheap. In Europe, UK is the most expensive. Take it from me. But the best you can get in UK for everyone is usually a discount. That's okay, but possibly because you are coming from Africa or from a developing country, you can get maybe about 2,500, 3,000, 2,000, or 4,000. But the school fees could be as high as 10K. It could be as high as 12K, some 14, some 20 pounds. The exchange rate of pound to naira at the moment is about 770, 775, right? I posted something on my status a few days ago that people that are banking from A may just prepare to not be able to have access to it again because it's going to be wound down. So you're left with getting the money from parallel markets. So I don't normally recommend it for people, except you feel that you can fund it. So that's why I don't normally look at UK, because look, take it or leave it. If you want to come to UK, you'll be spending millions. But if you explore Europe, Europe gives you some leverage, right? And that is that one. So for example, I know of a university in, I think in Austria and Italy. It's about 1,000 euro school fees, 1,000 euro, like the school fees of a private university in Nigeria. So that one makes it easy for you to be able to move. Imagine paying 1,000 euro for school fees and paying 12,000 pounds for school fees. Whether you are in England, Germany, Austria, Sweden, Finland, Norway, Luxembourg, Lithuania, any of these European countries, it is developed. That's the truth. When you step out, that's why you know that every one of them is developed. So it is not that you should be all focused on the big three, US, UK, Canada, all right? It is a journey, all right? It is a journey. So let me unmute us now so that anyone that has further questions can now. Yes, so if you have questions, I have unmuted everybody. So let me know who wants to go first. So whose hand is up?
Gathering of leaders across ECOWAS, the Commonwealth.
Okay, CJ. CJ, I can see your hand up. Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, how are you doing?
I'm good, Doctor. Thank you very much for your lecture. It's been wonderful, honestly. I really appreciate this.
We thank God.
Yeah, Doctor, you have really done justice to a lot of questions I wanted to ask. There's another verification I get from you now.
Okay.
It's about the thing I just mentioned.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, the big three is quite expensive for most of us from this end.
It is, and that's why you will never hear me talk about UK. I'm living here. I know how much it is. So I don't see, if it is about my parents, me, I will not step out of Nigeria. So it is funding that took me out. So I would rather provide information that will help somebody to be able to step out
The human capital development strategy
than to be giving somebody that you come and pay 10 million. Where is the 10 million coming from now?
Across Nigeria.
Okay, CG, go ahead.
So, Doctor, please, it's about Lithuania.
Yeah.
Please, are admissions still on Lithuania now?
We can confirm. That one is no big deal. Let's confirm. It's a small something. Just hold on. I'll show you straight away. It's not a big deal. So for some of us, I'll be wondering, you see this gateway here, Scholar Stuff. Let me copy it and just drop it here because information is power. This Scholar Stuff that I'm dropping here, as you can see it, I've dropped it in the chat menu. is a gateway that I've known right from the time I was in secondary school. So if you go to college directory, it has links to different places: US, Canada, Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia, Mexico, South America, right? So if you click Europe, you will now see different countries. So when you click Lithuania, it will show you universities that are available. So let's just pick one of them. Anyone will just see that is what course you do, CJ?
Business.
Business. Okay, let me pick a tech university. Okay, let's look at this one. Let's just open one of them. So, so for example, the person that is in the TV room, kindly reduce your volume. Thank you very much. So if you look, you see how I got to this place now. So you come to this place, EN. So it will turn into English for you, right? So you now have English. So you come to this place. Let's look at studies. Let's go to studies. So there is degree studies. There is scholarships. So let's look at the admissions. So you'll be able to know whether it's still open. So if you look at admissions here, on the right here.
Yeah.
So there is BSc, Masters, PhD, application procedure for degree students, application procedure for external, application for, so let's look at application for degree students. So application deadline is June 1 for applicants applying from African and Asian countries. Okay. For applicants applying from Ukraine, July 20. That is for this one. Let me look at masters. That's for first degree, right? Let's look at whether masters is the same thing.
Masters.
Let me look at this for masters. For masters. So let's look at spring intake. Spring intake is business management and health.
Okay, let's try business management.
Let me look at the deadline. Application deadline, November 10, June 30. So this one is still possible. See, for spring admission, they have business management here, and June 30, which is like a week from now, and November 30. So they have application fee of €160, and it's a 2-year program in English. Look at tuition fee, €4,000. Now look at now this kind of school fees. You can never see this kind of school fees in UK. €4,000 at current exchange rate is about, let me see, about 2.something million or 3 million.
Yeah.
Are you with me? But
yeah,
if you're in UK, you want to pay for masters, you spend close to £12,000. When you multiply £12,000 by 770, think of what it's going to be. It's like 8.something million. So that's like ×4 of this, right? So that's what I'm trying to say. That even the person that has the capacity that, okay, I can bring money here and there, it's still easy with Europe, right? Okay, let's look at scholarships that are available there. Yeah. So they have scholarships for full-time master degree studies, short-term studies, and this one. Okay, let's look at the. If you want to qualify for scholarship, you meet the following: the citizens of this. Okay, so they are considering considering the Schengen countries basically. Earlier in the year, in my ebook that I made, this country, Azerbaijan, is an Eastern European country. Their scholarship is the best that I've seen for this year, because they give, apart from funding giving you school fees waiver, giving you living expenses, they also give you flight ticket to fly into their country. So Europe will always give you more options. Are you getting it now? right?
Yeah.
Let's even look at another something. Let's jump to another place here. Let me come to Europe again. I'll be doing a revised version of the ebook that will focus on 2023 opportunities shortly when I have break, because it's quite hectic. Let's look at another country here. Let's look at something like, which country can I pick here? Iceland. Look at Iceland, University of Iceland. See, University of Iceland there. So you just click on the logo of Britain. It will change it to English. And we now come and look for where is their university main page. Let me see questions here. I got admission already in the UK. I've initiated from A and it's taking lots of time. It is true, Oluwatosin. There's a lot of politicking inside it. Do you feel I should cancel this and look for other schools? I really want to move this September. It is possible to finish this programs in a year. Also, these schools, will they help one get jobs easily? And about the permanent residency for that country, which is the major, yeah, I understand. So in Europe, right, that's what they call the Europe, is it Europe Blue Card or something like that? Most of the Schengen countries give you that leverage. The Estonians of this world, the Austrians of this world, the Germanys of this world, they will give you that opportunity, right? So definitely, and that is why it's good to do a course that will be relevant to the country where you're going. Now, for Oluwatosin, this is what I will tell you, right? Look for any of the ones that we have discussed now. For example, I showed you the Sweden one. The Sweden one is open. Explore it. You can get the full funding. So why stress yourself? Just don't worry, just leave the admission, leave it there, move to another place and explore, right? And that's how this thing works, okay? So CJ, I hope I've been able to address your question.
Yes, doctor, thank you very much. It's awesome.
You're welcome.
Information is really power.
It's power, and that's the little we can do to help us. Please, what are the chances of HND holders in securing these scholarships? Most of these schools always request for BSc. They do not mention HND at all. I have HND and PGD. Now, if you have PGD, you have a good chance. Precious. If you have PGD, that means you have done top-up course. So it makes sense. Okay? With PGD, you are good. Like I always say, it is there is nothing bad in you sending an email to the institution. But if you have HND alone, I've seen that most of them would tell you that you should have a top-up course. So the fact that you already have a PGD is the top-up already. You have done the top-up already. So you are good to go. Okay. Another question from the floor. Rotimi Ajuwon, your hand is up. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, doctor.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
And thank you for the great work, sir.
Thank God.
May the Lord keep on strengthening you.
Amen. And you too.
Amen, sir. Yes. I've said this before. One of the webinar that you did, that I have gotten my reference letter from my professors, because what really happened is I don't live in Nigeria, but I'm around at the moment to get all those things and to see my family.
Okay.
So I think that's the reason why I haven't started applying for any of those schools, because when I go back to Georgia, then I will start applying for them.
Okay, I remember you. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Now my question is, you mentioned about Estonia, because I think most of my friends in Georgia, they moved to Estonia. I think
Estonia.
it's kind
Okay.
of easy, for them.
Estonia is nice. It's
yes,
not. Is a small country.
very
It's
small,
well
calm
developed.
country. Yes. So the one you mentioned, because you mentioned about one Estonia school
Tallinn
now.
University.
Yeah,
Tallinn.
Tallinn
Yes, this
University.
one.
Yeah.
And these are the
Yes.
programs.
Yes, I want to ask, because I have their websites that I used to go to, but most
Yes,
of
they
them
have a
also
central website. That's true.
yes, most of them request for the English test. But this one you just mentioned now, I don't know if they request for English test, because already I have my English proficiency from my university. So I don't know if they are requesting.
Okay.
If you can check, sir.
Okay. Now, for most of them, which course would you like to do? Let's go check it.
Entrepreneur, sir.
Social entrepreneurship. This one. Let's look at the requirements. 2 years. Admission requirements. Proof of English. Yeah, it is there. Non-Europe. Only applicants who have completed their degrees in United States, Canada, okay. The following test scores are acceptable. IELTS 6.0. P2 in 4 certificates in English. Advanced certificate, TOEFL, PT. Now, here is my, let me try and demystify IELTS for us. Okay?
So,
IELTS is not hard.
I did it before, sir.
What did you get?
That was I think about 6 years ago or 5 years ago. And I was trying to apply for a school in Australia.
Okay.
But then I wasn't serious, because I was working, so someone wanted me to come to school there, so I just took the exam for granted. So I got 5.5. So
we're taking exam for granted. You got 5.5. If you now take it serious, what will you get? No, see, let me tell you something about whatever you want to do. Once you have this mindset that it is hard, you will not overcome it.
True.
That's the truth. That's why I'll tell any one of us that it is not hard. It is not hard at all.
Very doable.
There are 4 things. There are just 4 things that they are going to check, right? I have what can help you to pass it. I sell that one for 5K. 5K, you are going to have all the audio, you are going to have the book, everything. We're serious, at least maybe serious 2-hour study every day for 1 month. You will do the exam and blast it. That's the truth. 2 hours, as in just 2 hours every day. 2 hours that you spend on Instagram and Facebook, for those people that like just staying on social media. That 2 hours, you can spend it to invest in your life. and get the IELTS. IELTS is not hard at all. People just make it to be like a mountain that is not. It's not hard at all. That's the truth. That's the truth. You can blast it with preparation for 1 month. There is somebody that I coach for it. When she went to do the exam, she got 7.5.
Wow, that's Canada straight too.
So it's not difficult at all. That's what I would tell anybody. And unfortunately, it's now expensive. It's about 80, 89. Is it 89, 83? One of the two. Wow. That's the fee. And when you check, for example, let me show you how IELTS. Let me show you how high in demand it is. Let me show you something. let's say you want to do IELTS academic now. Can we see the screen now? Look at IELTS
Yes.
academic. You click on this country. Let's say you pick Nigeria, right? And you pick a city. Let's say, where are you? Lagos?
Lagos.
Abuja?
Yes, sir. Lagos.
So let's say Lagos. Let me look at a place. Maybe let's say Lagos Island.
Lagos,
And you now say you don't need accessibility needs. And they say that which one do you want, paper or computer based? You say anyone, you don't mind. Now choose dates. Can you see that they did not put June there?
wow, June is gone.
There's no June. So if you say search for tests, if you pick, let me say, so the available dates in July are this. That means
Wow.
10 days are available in July. In August, this is 9. Can you see that?
Yeah.
As we are speaking now, 9 dates are available in August. That is 2 months away. If you look at September, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dates in September. In October, there are 10 days available. In November, that is months away, only 4 plus 3, 7 days.
7.
December, just 4 left. Can you see that?
Wow.
So it's a game of quickly picking. So if I say I should pick this one from this one to this, I now search for tests. So you see what I picked? I picked from 23rd of July to 27th of August, 1 month.
Yeah.
Look at what it brought out for me. That is
July.
23rd of July, 18th of July for speaking. 23rd July, 29th of July. So it gave me different days like that. So whichever one is now favorable for you, you just pick. And different centers. This one is at Awolowo Ikoyi. This is at Aferiwani Colonnade Hotel. So, and that's how you pick.
Okay, that's fine, sir. That's fine, sir. Regarding the document that I said I got from school, like the reference letter.
Yeah.
I mean, because I actually told the professors to make one professor and one lecturer to make it an open letter.
That's nice.
Yeah, okay. Which I think it's better for me so that I can use it. Yeah, to whom it, yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Perfect, because going back and forth is not easy.
It's not. Even they will get tired.
So it's good.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. I think I have one more question, but I've forgotten.
Okay. So Precious, Uzbekistan link. It's in the ebook, but it's closed April 1. So I believe that it will be out again because they do it goes on and on. So it will be out again next year. So it will be out again next year. So that's why I said that there will be a comprehensive something that will be released soon that will capture a lot of opportunities, especially for undergraduates, because now a lot of parents reach out to me, Lanre, we want you to help us with our students. We don't want children to be in Nigeria or something like that. And I don't blame them. How can people be out of school for so many months now? So, but by the grace of God, I'll be able to put that one together. The Estonia is here. Okay, I should drop the link. Okay, let me just drop it here. Let me put it in this is one for the Estonia. I just dropped down for the Estonia. I'm looking for media production related program of the measurement with scholarship. Please can you help? Yeah, Tosin, look at the link in that one. Tosin, look at the link I just dropped. It is there. In fact, look at the courses here. The courses for that one. No, this is not what I want to pick. There's the courses. Yeah, so this is a list of the courses for that place. So Tosin, I think you'll be able to see something here in this place. Also, how do I know a good country to pick that needs my profession, like UK that has a shortest list? Okay. So I will recommend some countries for you. For example, Germany. 2, Estonia. Estonia is actually pro-technology. There are a lot of startups in that place. So it depends on the area of profession that you are talking about. Okay, so there are different areas there that you'll be able to see. Oluwatosin. Yeah, the date that the person wrote you will be there. The fact that, you know, for most, if you're in for reference letter, this is what makes it authentic. The name of the lecturer or the person who wrote it, official email address, official, not Google or Yahoo or any AOL or Outlook mail, official email address and direct mobile number. When those are there, they know that it is authentic from the person. So it doesn't matter the date that the person put there. As long as the official email is there, they know that they can always reach the person. That's what validates it, and signature. Okay. All right. So do we have anybody asking any question again? Anybody? Well, Romania is in the corridor of Hungary, right? How will I put it now? It's not in the top league of many places that people go, but because a lot of Nigerians also like Hungary, so they are quite close, and so they have similar way of doing things there. So it's not bad. Okay. Let's continue that and doing that. Yeah. Check that list, Oluwatosin, the list I draw. Okay, Josh, ask your question.
Good evening, Doc.
Good evening, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir. Good evening to every other person on this webinar. Okay, so my question is simple. I was going through the University of Alberta you mentioned earlier.
University of
Alberta.
Okay, Alberta. Okay.
Yeah. Because lucky for us, they don't need the IELTS.
Yes, they don't need it. Yes.
So the degree course I did was history and international relations, but then I checked right now and they don't have it. Is it advisable to go for political science for master's program?
Okay, so the question that I will ask you is that what do you like to do after the master's?
Peace and conflict studies stuff, like I just I have a link to go out and things like that.
So because your master's program should help you to function in where you see yourself after. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yes.
So for example, the way you will know is to go and check, because those courses, they will tell you the modules that you will do. Are you following? So first of all, check the modules under that political science that is in that university, right? When you check the modules, check the content of the modules and see, is this thing going to prepare me for what I want to do? If it has the content that will prepare you, then go for it. That is how you know. You first of all, when you see the course, go and check the modules that is under, because for masters is usually taught. So you have modules that you are going to do. So you check all the modules that are there. It will help you.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
No problem. I have interest in MSc in environmental science, but I work experience in environmental science background. I have been working as a customer service, and it doesn't relate to. Okay. Michael Ani, no experience is lost. No experience is lost. Okay, you can always magnify the experience that you have in the context of what you're looking at. Let me give you a practical example. Let's say somebody who has environmental science masters, right? And is able to get into a company that is into lab technologies or environmental management and stuff like that. Your customer service skills is going to come to play because you are going to use it, right, to reach the marketplace for that company. Because any organization or any company, they're in the market because they want to make sales, right? So you can always turn that in your favor. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. What matters is you have the requisite academic background for it. That is the first one. The second thing is that your experience will be useful. So for example, let me give you how you'll be able to answer that one. So if you go to Google and say that, this is how you work, guys, just look at this. Importance, if you do like this, importance of customer service experience in incoming. Let me change this down. See this one. Look at this. So this is an article in Forbes, customer service experience reimagining for sustainability. Right? Look at this. Let me close this one. Close. Close. As companies face rising demands for consumers, governments, and their own boards to better address environmental issues, they also have to deal with their customers' ever high expectation for convenience. Right? Can you see how they tie down into it now? Are you there? So you see this one now. Even though your customer service experience you think is not relevant, it is relevant. Look at this article here. Did you see how I got here? Hello? Michael, Annie, do you get the gist? So this is how you use Google to solve problems for yourself. So you are thinking that your customer service experience does not have anything. Look at this Forbes article. By the time you read this article, it will give you insights on how your customer service experience is going to be relevant for environmental science. And that will help you to write your personal statement very well when you're going to write it. Do you get the gist now? This is how these things work. Okay. So that's it. So it's very relevant. Or don't say it's not relevant. It's very, very relevant. You can see it now. Why is it so important? This is how you sell yourself. It promotes loyalty, helps you to retain customers, and encourage brand advocacy. So you can now use it to go and talk about the thing there. Okay, for the Azerbaijan one, where is that link? Let me see the link. I will have to comb this thing. Where did I put it? Precious, if you can drop me a message later, because I don't know where the folder that I put it now, but I'll have to bring it up. Drop a message on DM. I'll be able to respond to you. Okay, so time is fast spent. This is past 11. I think I'll be able to address most of our questions today, right? So, any last questions or last man standing or last woman standing in the house? Okay. All right. So I appreciate everyone that was able to join. So I hope this has been a worthy time for us to spend learning how to navigate this journey. I will share the link later to the video recording. Oh, Michael Ani, scholarship letter. If it's a scholarship letter, yes. All the visa application I made in my life, I did not submit any proof of funds because I had scholarship. So if you have scholarship letter, it is automatic. You can submit it as proof of funds. Because it is the name of that organization that is doing it. Yeah. So thank you very much for your time. I will be ending this now. So enjoy the rest of your evening and have a sweet night rest.